This year, the J League is new to Football Manager 2024, and on this video, I am going to suggest the top 5 saves to do within the leagues in the J League. Let's go. First up in the J1 League is Urawa Red Diamonds, and I've picked them because they've got an unbelievable capacity stadium, 63,000, one of the biggest stadiums in Japan. And not only that, they have some of the best facilities in Japan also, with top corporate facilities, so you know there's going to be money to bring in there for the club. Excellent and great youth facilities. They're going to be absolutely brilliant to start off your save with. Excellent training facilities will make sure your players develop, and great youth facilities will make sure that your youth players develop. There are some things to do at the start of save, like getting better junior coaching in, but your youth recruitment is one of the best youth recruitments in all of Japan, so you will get those Japanese new gens through your academy. And to back it all up, they've got a very decent starting squad as well, and eagle-eyed viewers will pick out Shoya Nakajima, who was previously at Porto back in the day before moving to the Middle East and Turkey. Now finds himself back in Japan and will be one of the best players in the J League. The stats are great for the J League. He's got 16 technique. He's more of a techie monster than a physical one, and he will provide great service to your strikers from the cam position. Alongside him, there are others like Hiroki Abe, one of the up-and-coming talents in Japan. Had a stint in Barcelona's B team as well, but didn't quite fit the potential there. Can you bring him back to being the potential he was spoken about when he was at Barcelona? And can you make Urawa Red Diamonds the biggest and best team in Japan and challenge for continental glory as well? A very popular team in J League 1 are Vissel Kobe, and that's down to the players they've had throughout the years. Players like Kariyoshi Mira, the 53-year-old striker who's still playing professional football, which absolutely blows my mind. They have a good stadium. 30,000 capacity is absolutely quality, and it's only 20 years old as well. So it's going to be a decent stadium. In terms of the facilities that they have to offer, they have some good facilities as well. Good corporate facilities, great training, and good youth facilities. To back that up, you will need to improve your junior coaching and your youth recruitment to get those new gens through your academy. And their team isn't the team that I would say has been in the past. They've got some Football Manager legends like Lincoln, who a few years ago was one of the best strikers on Football Manager 20. Hasn't quite come out of his potential just yet, but now he's at Vissel Kobe. Can you make him into the Brazilian striker that we all thought he could be? Alongside him, you've got another Brazilian talent, John Patrick, who looks fairly good for the J League, and he's another one who didn't live up to his potential after a career mainly in Japan. Can you push this guy forward, and can he and Lincoln help you towards the J League title and towards continental glory? Next up, we move to the J League 2, and my pick for J League 2 is Jubilo Iwata. They've had a very big history and a huge rivalry with Shimizu S Pulse. They've had World Cup winners play for them like Dunga, and they've also had the lethal championship striker Jay Bothroyd play for them not so many years ago, but they do find themselves now in J League 2, and their facilities and club does need a bit of improvement. They've got fairly basic corporate facilities, some good youth and good training facilities, which is a good base for J League 2. You'll get the best out of your players in this division with those training facilities, but obviously you do want to upgrade them in the future. Adequate and good youth recruitment. Good youth recruitment's fine for J League 2. Again, these two things you can upgrade, so you've got a great starting base here with a 16,000 seater capacity stadium as well. Can you bring back legends like Dunga? Can you bring those big players back to Jubilo Iwata? Because they don't have that currently. They do have someone who sounds like Dunga called Dudu, but he's not quite Dunga, and he looks fairly good for J League 2. Can you be your best DM and replace that legendary 1997 side that included players, as I've mentioned, like Dunga? I'm going to keep talking about Dunga because he is the most famous player that's played for them. But this squad needs a lot of work. Can you push them up? Can you push them to being the best team in Japan? Next up is FC Imabari in the J League 3, and I've picked them simply because I like the look of their shirt. It looks really cold, but there are some other reasons to pick this team as well. They've got a good stadium built in 2023, so a brand new stadium with 6,000 capacity, grass stadium, very good condition stadium. It has great corporate facilities as well, which will help drive money to the club in the short term. Basic youth and training and fairly basic coaching and recruitment is what you'd expect in J League 3, but there is a lot of room for investment in this club. They are predicted to finish first in the first season, so an immediate return to J League 3 would be absolute. J League 2 even would be class for this club. Their squad, I'm not going to pretend like I know all of these players or any of them, but their goalkeeper does look very, very good for this level. Having a career in Spain, now moving to Japan. Cerrientes looks like a quality goalkeeper for J League 3. Can he keep the clean sheets that will push you up the league and push you up the leagues? He'll be good in J League 2 as well, in my opinion. Now, Marcus Vinicius is a young Brazilian with a fair amount of talent. 9 goals already in 29 games for the club. Can you turn this winger into a prolific winger or a prolific striker? His stats look decent for this level. He might not cut it at J2 level, but he will be good in the first season. Can you take Imbari all the way to the J League and continental success?